Cath, and this is Made by Cath Craft. So as you'll know if you're a long time viewer of my channel, I really love sewing myself a handmade wardrobe. It's such a passion of mine to create new clothes and enjoy wearing them out. And in the month of May, over on Instagram, I took part in Me Made May, and every day I posted a picture sharing what I was wearing for my handmade wardrobe. And I thought it would be fun, having done that, to put together a video here on YouTube to share with you what I wore in May. So I'm going to talk you through each outfit I wore, patterns and fabrics. I'll make sure to link any patterns I talk about down below, as well as any fabrics that are still available, and hope you'll enjoy hearing all about what I chose to wear. So let's get started. So I live in the south of England, and usually May is quite a mixed bag weather-wise here, and this year was no exception. But actually this May did start off with some really lovely warm weather, which gave me the opportunity to get out some quite summery handmade items from my wardrobe. And I started off with a dress on day one, and I'll pop a picture of it up here. So this dress is one of my older makes actually, but I still love to get it out. I feel it's quite timeless. And the pattern is the Sew Over It penny dress. So it's a 1950s inspired tea dress style dress with a flat collar, and then it's got a button down bodice and quite a blousey bodice, and these little short grown on sleeves. Then it has an elasticated channel in the waistband, cinch it in, and a 3/4 circle skirt, which makes it lovely and swishy and really fun to wear. And my version here I made in a ditsy floral fabric, as you can see, with a dark green base. And this fabric is a cotton voile, which is a fabric I haven't actually sewn with that much, but it's a lovely fabric to wear because it is so lightweight and floaty. So yeah, I think it's a really good match for the penny dress. So although this one is an old make, I still really love to reach for it, and I really enjoyed starting off my May wearing this one. So on day two, I decided to wear another dress. And this dress is one of my favourites. The pattern is the Deer and Doe Myasotus dress, and it's another shirt dress, but this one has a more oversized fit, although I always choose to add in waist ties to cinch the waist in a little bit. Then it's got a V-neck leading down to some buttons on the bodice. It's got a stand-up band collar. It's got a couple of different sleeve options, but I like to make the short sleeve version, and then I made the skirt with a ruffle at the bottom. So it's another lovely, comfy, but also swishy and fun shirt dress to wear. And I made my version in a navy double gauze fabric. I do love double gauze. For summer, I find it really soft and comfortable to wear. And as you can see, the fabric has little, I think they're dandelions, sort of embroidered onto the fabric, which I think adds an extra lovely detail. So I really enjoyed getting that one out. And then on day three, it was still warm weather, but I decided to mix it up a little bit, and instead of a dress, I wore a top and trousers, which isn't a usual combination for me. I do tend to generally go for dresses and skirts in summer, but I actually loved wearing this combination. So the top is a pattern by Paradise Patterns, the Blommer tank. It's a really nice, simple vest top pattern. It comes together really nicely, and I really like the style of it. And I made it in a tencel rib knit fabric that is still available. I've sewn with it a few times. I'd really recommend it. It's a lovely, summery, stretchy fabric. I'll link it down below. And then the trousers are the Sophia trousers from Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. And they're a great pair of quite easy to make, really comfy to wear, wide leg trousers. I chose to make them a little bit cropped, and they're quite nice because they have a flat front and elasticated back. And I think that's a really nice look to it. And I made them in a viscose chalet monochromatic one, which I thought went quite well with the tank top. And it was such a comfy outfit to wear. I felt really good in it, and it did make me think I should really try and reach for other combinations, not just those dresses and skirts in summer, because yeah, that worked really, really well for the warm weather too. So on day four, the weather turned, as is to be expected here in May, and it got a bit cooler and had to reach for some slightly more cosy items from a handmade wardrobe. So I'll put a picture up of what I wore. So I wore a handmade top and handmade body warmer with some ready to wear jeans. And the top is actually the top I'm wearing today. This is the Agnes top pattern by Tilly and the Buttons. Only I hacked it to change it from a scoop neck to a boat neck. And it's just a really nice, comfy, easy jersey top to wear. And I made it in this bright pink cotton jersey fabric. And then over the top, I wore an item that I don't get out very often actually from a handmade wardrobe, but I love it. So any opportunity when the weather's just right, I'll get it out. The pattern is the Fibre Mood Irma body warmer. And it is just a really nice, simple body warmer pattern. You can kind of throw it on and tie it up with a tie. And I just love the look of it. And I made it in some blue cotton jacquard fabric from Merchant & Mills, which is lovely and squishy and comfy to wear. And yeah, I just really, really loved that outfit. It was nice to have a change in the warm weather and choose something a little bit different to wear. So on day 5, the weather was still a little bit cooler, so I chose to wear a pair of ready-to-wear jeans and a handmade sweatshirt. And I made the sweatshirt using one of my favourite sweatshirt patterns, which is the Jara pattern by Nega Nielsen. So the Jara has quite a relaxed fit to it and a dropped shoulder. And what I really love about the pattern is it includes quite a few different variations that you can mix and match. So I feel like it's great value for money. And the version I'm wearing in this picture is the version with the funnel neck. And I made it in a lovely drapey, cosy, soft fabric, which is a faux Angora cable knit fabric in this lovely pastel pink colour. And I think because it's such a drapey fabric, the funnel neck doesn't stand up, it more sort of sits a bit more like a cowl neck. And I love that sweatshirt. I felt really lovely and cosy that day, so it was perfect for the weather. So on day 6, I decided to mix it up a little bit and I chose to wear a skirt. Because I was conscious I've been wearing trousers for a few days, and in May I really wanted to try and wear a whole variety of different styles of garments from my handmade wardrobe. So yes, I decided to wear a skirt and cardigan combination. The cardigan is an old ready-to-wear cardigan, but the skirt is handmade. And I made it using one of my all-time favourite skirt patterns, which is the Estuary skirt pattern by So Liberated. So the Estuary skirt has a flat fronted waistband with an elasticated back. Then it has button placket down the front, but you can sew it as a faux placket because you can get the skirt on by stretching the elastic in the waistband. Then it's gathered, so it's quite a nice full swishy skirt with options to add pockets too. And my version here is a mini length version, as you can see, and I just love the fabric I made this skirt in. It's a viscose twill fabric by Mind the Maker, and I love the colours. I like that it's got some black in the print, which you can pick out then in tops, like I'm wearing a black cardigan here. But I just love the sort of really bright, vibrant gold colour, the main colour in the fabric. I always really enjoy wearing this one, and so yeah, I really enjoyed trying something different and wearing that outfit on day 6. On day 7, I was back to wearing a dress, and this is a dress that always makes me smile when I wear it. It is the Fleetwood Dress by French Navy, another shirt dress, but this one without a collar. It's just got a simple round neck. It's got a button down front, a tiered skirt, 3/4 sleeves with a button placket on, and an interesting panelled bodice. So quite a lot of interesting features on this shirt dress, which makes it a lot of fun to sew. And what makes me smile particularly about this dress is the print. When I bought it, it was called Love in Paris Chambray, I think, because it has lots of Parisian inspired motifs on it. For example, the Eiffel Tower and Breton striped tops and little love hearts. And I just love all those details, and yeah, it's a really fun dress to wear. Again, with the ruffle, it's got a nice swish to it, and I really enjoy getting that one out whenever I do. Then on day 8, I wore another dress, but this time a jersey dress, which I always find really comfy to pull on. So this is the dress here, and it's a hack of 2 different patterns by Tilly and the Buttons. The top is the Agnes top, and then the skirt is taken from the Freya dress, which is in the stretch book. It's got a nice A-line shape to it, and I think those 2 patterns work really well together in a dress form there. And as you can see, this dress features another fun print. And this is a cotton jersey with these little hearts all over it. I often wear this dress around Valentine's Day, but I enjoyed getting it out in May too, and it was just really comfy and easy to wear. And then on day 9, I thought I'd mix it up again, and this time I thought I'd get out one of my knitted makes, which I don't tend to reach for as much as the makes I've sewn. So I wore a skirt, a handmade skirt, and a ready-to-wear t-shirt with a little knitted vest on top. So the vest is the Saturday vest by We Are Knitters, which I got as a kit, and it's knitted in cotton yarn. I really like the little broderie anglais style details on that vest, and I think it works really well layered over a t-shirt for a kind of 90s style look. And then I paired it with the Moss skirt by Grainline Studio, which I love. It's a kind of classic denim skirt style pattern. It has quite a fitted waist. It's got a classic fly front zipper, a lot of jeans style features to it, a little yoke at the back. And it's just quite a nice classic skirt made in this sort of mid-blue denim that I feel like goes with lots of things in my wardrobe. So I was glad to get a knitted make out, and I enjoyed putting that combination together. And then as we approached mid-May, the weather started to improve again, so I was able to get some more summery garments out. And on day 10, I wore this combination here of an oversized t-shirt and a cute little mini skirt. So the t-shirt I made using the Solar Tee and Sweatshirt pattern by Paper Cut Patterns, which is for a slightly relaxed fit or slightly oversized t-shirt or sweatshirt. And yeah, I made the t-shirt version here in a bamboo jersey, which I love for summer. I find bamboo jersey is so nice and soft and drapey. I think it makes for a perfect oversized t-shirt for warmer weather. And then I paired it with a skirt that I made using the True Bias Mauve skirt pattern, which is definitely becoming one of my favourite skirt patterns. It has a fully elasticated waist, and you can add in optional waist ties. And then the pattern has lots of different options built in for how you can structure the skirt. You can make it with a number of different tiers, a mini length, a midi length, or a maxi length. And as you can see, my version here is the mini length, and I made it with 2 tiers. And I made it in some gorgeous viscose fabric by Atelier Dupe. I love the sort of cloud print, and I love the purple and white colours in it. I always love getting that skirt out. And I went on a walk that day. I remember it was quite a sunny day, and I felt cool but also covered up from the sun in that outfit, so it was perfect for that day. So on day 11, I chose to wear another skirt and t-shirt combination. And the t-shirt I made using a lovely free pattern. It's another one of my favourite t-shirt patterns. It is the Stellan Tee by French Navy, and it has a relaxed fit and a slightly dropped shoulder. And the version I'm wearing here, I made in black bamboo jersey. Like I mentioned, I do love a bamboo jersey t-shirt for summer. And then I paired it with another True Bias Mauve skirt. I think this one might be my favourite mauve skirt I've made to date. I made it using a hack that's available on the True Bias website to add a curved hem. So the hem sort of dips down into a curve at the front and back, and then comes up in the sides to create sort of slits down the sides. And I think it's a really pretty look. But the reason I especially love this skirt is I just love this fabric. So this fabric is a viscose challis by Minerva. I'll link it down below. It's got this black base and then all these sort of painterly splodges in lots of vibrant colours on it. And it's just one of those fabrics I just really love, and I really enjoyed wearing that outfit that day. And then on day 12, I decided to wear a dress that I've made a couple of years ago, and I always enjoy getting out. And it is the Sarast shirt dress by Named Clothing from their Breaking the Pattern book. And I made it in a cotton lawn fabric. I always think cotton lawn works really nicely for a shirt dress. And I love this cotton lawn. It's in this pretty mid-blue colour, and then it has these lovely little flowers dotted all over it in oranges and reds, which I think contrast really nicely with the blue. And I also chose orange buttons to add to that contrast as well. I had fun choosing those. And what I love about this shirt dress pattern is it's a bit interesting in terms of how it's constructed. Because instead of sewing the bodice and the skirt separately and then adding them together around the waist, this dress has panels that go all the way down the front, and then the gathering is on the sides and the back, so it comes together a bit differently. It's a lot of fun to sew. And it also has a lovely little ruffle detail on the collar as well. So I love those little details, and I really enjoyed wearing that one on day 12. And then on day 13, it was another dress, but quite a different one. This time a jersey dress, and a maxi dress too, which is not a length I often go for. So the pattern you may well recognise is the Kylo wrap dress by Named Clothing, another Named Clothing pattern. And it's a really fun one to sew, and it's an interesting shape because it starts off this sort of wide shape and you sort of wrap it around yourself. So it's quite forgiving to fit this one as well. And I made my version in a viscose jersey fabric with these black and white stripes on. And I really like how when the dress is wrapped up, the stripes kind of go in different directions, and you can really see the interesting way the dress kind of is folded together and put on. And it's such a comfy one to wear. And actually, I think sometimes I think of maxi dresses as not being that practical, but actually I was really comfy that day. I found it worked a lot better than expected. So I should really reach for it more often, I think. So on day 14, I actually ended up wearing 2 different handmade outfits. And I started off the day in this one, which is the Zadie Playsuit by Paper Theory, and I made it in a viscose linen fabric. And I love this playsuit. I always enjoy wearing it. But I think that day I'd actually overestimated how warm it was, and I ended up getting a little bit cold and changing. And actually for most of the day, I wore this outfit instead, which is a combination I wouldn't normally put together. But I think on the day, I had this t-shirt I thought I'd wear, and I thought it would be a bit too warm still for jeans. So I thought, given I was trying to mix things up, I'd try a different combination. I actually really enjoyed wearing these 2 together. So the t-shirt first is another Solar Tee by Paper Cut Patterns. This one is in this mustard leopard print pointel knit jersey fabric, which is a little bit more cozy. And I love that vibrant colour of the mustard there with the leopard print. I think it's quite fun. And then the trousers, actually a pair of trousers I made a few years ago, mainly with a view to wearing them on holiday. And they are the trousers from the Squaro set by Friday Pattern Co. So a lovely elasticated waist, wide leg trouser. And I made them in these viscose linen fabric in black. I thought we would go with loads of things. And yeah, I don't usually tend to reach them unless I'm on holiday for some reason. So I thought, let's wear them. And actually they were great that day. I really enjoyed wearing them. I like the combination. So yeah, I'm glad I put them together. And I think I should really get those trousers out more actually, as they're just so comfy and easy to wear. So yeah, I really enjoyed that second outfit in the end, even if it wasn't what I planned for that day. And then on day 15, I wore one of my favourites. I always love getting this jumpsuit out. It is the Nova jumpsuit by True Bias, and I made it in just a plain navy cotton jersey fabric. And it's one of those patterns I'd liked the look of for quite a long time, but wasn't sure if it would suit me. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get the fit right, and I finally made it, and I do just love it. It's so comfy and easy to wear. I love the style of it with the thick straps and the elasticated cinched in waist, and then the elasticated ankle cuffs too. And I really like to layer it over a t-shirt like I did on this day. Yeah, just always enjoy getting that one out. Would happily wear it all the time. It is just so comfy and I feel good in it too. And then on day 16, I wore a sweatshirt and skirt combination. And I hadn't actually put these 2 garments together before, but I thought I'd give them a try. And actually, I think they worked really nicely together. So the sweatshirt is another Jara Sweatshirt by Megan Nielsen, but this one is just a classic sweatshirt version with a round neck and the sleeve cuffs. And I made it in a plain blue navy French terry. It just goes with quite a lot of different things, including this skirt I found. And the skirt is a free pattern. It's a Sabina skirt pattern by the Little Pomegranate. It is such a nice pattern for a midi-length skirt with an elasticated waist and little ruffle at the bottom. I've made quite a few versions. I've made a few for my mum too. She really likes this pattern as well. And this version was just in quite a lightweight, floaty, viscose, challis fabric. It was kind of one of those days where the weather kept changing, I think, so I wanted to keep warm with the sweatshirt, but the skirt was nice and floaty, and I paired them with some trainers. It was just really easy and nice and relaxed to wear. And then on day 17, I wore this dress, which is the saltwater slip dress pattern by Friday Pattern Co. It's a really cute slip dress pattern with a 90s vibe to it. And you can either make it in a mini length or the midi length, which is what I've gone for, which has slits up the sides. And you can also add an optional little waist tie around the middle to cinch it in there. And I made my version of viscose challis, which has this lovely small rose print all over it. And that really gave me a 90s feel to it. So I thought it would be a nice match for this pattern. And as you can see, I wore my version just layered over a plain black jersey top. And actually I decided to change how I wear it slightly when I wore it on this day, because previously I've always tied the ties at the back, but I actually decided to bring the waist ties round to the front and tie them there, and I actually really preferred how it looked like that. It was just a small change, but it made me feel a bit more comfortable in it, and it made me feel a bit more like it suited me a little bit better, so I'm glad I tried that and actually really enjoyed wearing the outfit in the end. Then on day 18, I decided to reach for a garment in my wardrobe that I sewed a while ago, but I've never actually worn out until this May. I thought since I was trying to mix it up in May, I should really give this garment a go and try to figure out how I should style it because I hadn't been too sure. And it is a shirt. It's this shirt here. It's the Ollier shirt by Paper Theory. It's a really interesting shirt because of how it's constructed. I found it a bit of a tricky sew, but quite satisfying when I'd finished it. And I made my Ollier in this lightweight linen with this blue and white stripe on it. And the way this shirt's constructed is the kind of front and sleeve are one pattern piece. So I like how on the shirt, the stripes are going one way here and then the other way there. I think it really shows off the interesting construction and how this shirt comes together. And I thought I'd pair it with a pair of slightly wider legged jeans, which are a recent purchase. They're ready to wear. I've previously always worn skinny jeans, but I know that wider leg jeans are coming back into fashion, or they are back in fashion, so I thought I'd give them a go. And actually, I loved wearing this outfit. I really enjoyed it. The lightweight linen is so comfy to wear. It feels a bit softer than some linens, which I think sometimes can be a little bit scratchy almost. And yeah, I was so glad to get that out. I really loved the outfit. It felt a bit different to my normal style, but I really, really enjoyed it. Then on day 19, I wore a dress, and this one is a pinafore dress that I made by hacking the Ogden cami and adding on a gathered skirt to the Ogden cami, which is just a simple cami top. And it's just really nice, easy one to wear. As you can see, I just threw it on over a pair of leggings, nice and comfy. And I love the print on this one too. It's a rifle paper co cotton fabric. I do really love their prints. Then day 20 was a double handmade day. I wore a handmade skirt and a handmade top. The skirt is a very old make. It's the Brumby skirt by Megan Nielsen Patterns that I made in this quite rigid denim fabric. And I love this skirt. I've worn it so much and it goes with so many things in my wardrobe. And then the top is a very new make. This is the latest pattern from Izzo Sew Studio. It's their Tanzan top pattern. And actually very recently I did a video talking all about this top pattern, so I'll link it above if you want to hear all of the details on that one. And day 21 was an old favourite. This is one of my Cassiope dresses by I Am Patterns. The Cassiope dress is a woven dress pattern you can just throw on. There are no buttons or zips or anything, you just pull it over your head. And it's quite loose fitting with a gathered skirt and this cool batwing detail to the sleeve. And this is my first Cassiope dress I made a very long time ago in this viscose twill fabric. But it's just one I always reach for when I don't want to think too much about what to wear. I just want something easy and comfy. So that is what I wore on day 21. And then on day 22, I reached for a top that I don't actually wear that often, but I do love. So I was really happy to get it out. So I wore this top with a pair of ready-to-wear jeans. And the top is the Tanita top by Fibre Mood, which is a lovely cropped top pattern, which has grown-on sleeves that are elasticated around elbow length. And it's also designed to be elasticated around the waist. But I actually ended up taking the elastic out because I found it kept pulling up. So mine just has like a straight hem at the bottom now. And I love this top especially because I really love the fabric. This is a print by Fabric Godmother. I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it down below. It's got this beautiful floral stripe on it, and I think this simple top shows it off well. The top is pretty cropped, so what I did actually is I layered it over a vest top underneath, which I tucked into my jeans. And actually that worked so well, and I definitely should get this one out more, and I am going to get it out more. And then I enjoy wearing my Tanita top so much on day 22. And on day 23, I decided to reach for another woven top that I don't wear that often. So it's another top and jeans combination. And this top is the Calais shirt by Closet Core Patterns, which is a really cool shirt pattern with lots of different mix and match features like different button bands and collars. So you can choose your perfect shirt. This is the cropped version, and I'll pop a side view in too so you can see it has a lovely dipped hem that dips down further at the back with this wide facing. And I made my version, this gorgeous embroidered cotton it's embroidered with daisies on it. And so because it's like a slightly sheer fabric, you can really see the lovely details at the wide facing. And yeah, I just really enjoyed wearing that one. I don't tend to reach for woven tops as much as jersey tops, but whenever I do, it does make me think I should go for them more often. Yeah, I really enjoyed that combination there. And then on day 24, I think I got in a mini jeans rut here. 3 days in a row, I wore jeans and a top, but this time I wore a jersey t-shirt. And this is another Solar Tea by Paper Cut Patterns. I think that might be my most worn pattern so far this May. Just in this lovely floral cotton jersey fabric. A nice relaxed outfit that day. And then I followed up day 24 with another very relaxed day on day 25. I think I had a day where I was home all day with the kids and I just wanted something very easy and comfy to wear. So I decided to wear a loungewear set I made a few years ago, and I always enjoy getting out. So the pattern for this sweatshirt is the Closet Core Mile End sweatshirt pattern. It's one of my favourites. I love all the details on it. It's a great sweatshirt pattern. And the joggers are my go-to joggers pattern, the Hudson pants by True Bias. And I made both these garments in a French terry in this lovely sort of deep blue colour. I find I wear both those garments separately with other items too, but I love them together for a nice, easy, relaxed day at home, which is what happened that day. And then on day 26, I got out on my very, very, very earliest makes. This one actually was a wearable toile at the time when I was very early in sewing, and I never expected to still be wearing it all these years later, but I still do like to get it out. And this is it here. It's the McCall's M7561 pattern. This was at the point in sewing where I hadn't really discovered indie patterns, and I started off with McCall's and Simplicity and that sort of thing. But it's a lovely, simple pattern for this jersey dress with a scoop neck and a gathered skirt. And actually I made this dress out of an old jersey bed sheet, just because I didn't want to sort of cut into any precious fabric. So I thought that'd be a good place to start, but it's just such an easy to wear dress. And I think because it's in this navy colour, it just is something I just throw on. It works really well. It's comfy to wear. The insides are not pretty, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just one of those things that's lasted over the years somehow and has endured, and yeah, still enjoy wearing it, so that's great. So we're getting towards the last few days of May now, and actually we had some lovely weather in the last few days. And on day 27, I wore this dress here. It's one of my favourites. This is the Darling Ranges dress by Megan Nielsen, which is a lovely shirt dress pattern with this V-neck and a gathered skirt and buttons all the way down the front, and a lovely sort of sleeve with a little elasticated cuff. It's a really pretty shirt dress pattern, and I made my version in this lovely chambray. I think it's an art gallery chambray with this really pretty floral print on, and I always enjoy getting this one out. And then on day 28, I decided to get out a make that I haven't worn for absolutely ages. And it's this top here. This is a Stevie top by Tilly and the Buttons. And I made a few Stevie tops and dresses when I was quite new to sewing. I found it quite a nice, easy make that really showcased a lovely print because it's quite a simple design. But I haven't got them out so much in recent years. I think I've reached for other things instead. But I decided to get this one out, and I just wore it with a pair of ready to wear sort of cropped trousers I've had for quite a long time. And actually I really enjoyed wearing it. It's in this lovely lightweight viscose challis with this sort of pretty sort of larger scale floral on, which is not something I'd normally go for, but I like the colours in it. And actually it was really comfy to wear. And I think I really should get out my Stevie tops more often. I'm going to make an effort to do that because I enjoyed this outfit that day. And then on day 29, I got out another one of my favourites. This is the Fringe Dress by Chalk and Knot. Such a lovely pattern, such an enjoyable sew. And I love this version. I made it in this double gauze fabric by Atelier Brunette, which has these little embroidered silvery dots all over it. And I think this is a dress pattern that works really well with a pair of leggings. I'm not sure about all dress patterns with leggings, but I think this one works really well. Maybe it's something to do with the curved hem, I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed that outfit that day. And then on day 30, I have the only photo to share where I actually got photographed out and about instead of in my mirror at home. So here is the photo of me out and about in my outfit that day. My family and I went to a theme park, and I wanted to wear something that I'd feel pretty in, but would also be nice and comfy for a day walking around and going on rides. So I chose this jersey dress I haven't worn for quite a long time. And this is the Zadie dress by Tilly and the Buttons. So it's a sort of skater style jersey dress pattern. I don't tend to see it around that much, but I really like it. It is a slightly more challenging sew for a jersey dress just because of the way it's constructed. And I actually had to tweak the arms a little bit because it originally had cap sleeves on, which I found a bit snug. So I kind of adapted it slightly to being sleeveless, which I prefer now. And I made it in this pretty cotton jersey fabric that's got kind of florals on. I think it was called allotment jersey. Maybe they're flowers and maybe things you'd find in allotments, but it's quite cute and it was perfect for a day out in quite warm weather. I felt really comfy, but also nice too. And then we reached the final day in May, so thank you very much if you stuck with me through this video to see what I've been wearing all month. And for the final day of May, I thought I'd like to wear something nice and bright and happy to see the month out. So I chose this dress here, which is my Shelby dress by True Bias. It's a really pretty dress pattern for a 90s style dress with this button down front. And it's got an unusual construction to it because it's princess seamed, so you kind of cut panels and the panels get wider as you get to the bottom to create quite a swishy skirt. You can make a longer length version too, but I love the mini length. And I made it in this very pretty red viscose challis fabric with little daisies all over it. I love the colour of this dress. It feels a bit different wearing it because it's a princess themed style. It's got a little tie at the back so you can cinch in a bit at the waist, which I like to do. And I always enjoy getting it out, and I thought it was a nice dress to end May wearing. So yes, that's everything that I wore for my handmade wardrobe during the month of May. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I chose. I really enjoyed picking a mixture of old and new, and things that are kind of all sort of favourites I reach for a lot, and then things I don't wear that often but should wear more. And it has made me think about my wardrobe, and I think I need a bit of a wardrobe sort through now. So yes, left me excited for getting things organised. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe so you can see what future videos I have coming out talking all about sewing and patterns and dressmaking and sharing this lovely hobby. Thank you again for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again very soon. Bye!